Hello and a warm welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into the rich history, beautiful and vibrant culture of the top 10 African tribes. Now, before you start yelling at me about how you can't possibly rank cultures, etc., relax and take a seat and I will explain all. This isn't a competition, it's a celebration of life and culture. Think of it like a cultural buffet. We're sampling a little bit of everything to get a taste of what makes each African tribe unique. So let's set to the mood with some captivating African music to help us along this extraordinary journey. First up, we have the Zulu tribe, famous for their warrior spirit, and King Shaka Zulu, who, let's be honest, sounds like a superhero name. Seriously, picture it. By the power of the spear, I am Shaka Zulu. But beyond the legendary battles, the Zulu people have a rich culture full of unique practices. For example, their intricate beadwork isn't just fashionable, it's a language. Different colors and patterns communicate messages about everything from age and marital status to, you guessed it, warrior rankings. But don't think the Zulu are stuck in the past. Their culture is alive and well, evolving with the times. They're involved in everything from politics to business, proving that you can conquer the world while still honoring your heritage. It's kind of inspiring, like a real-life Wakanda, except, with less vibranium. So next time you hear Zulu, don't just think of spear-wielding warriors. Think of a vibrant culture that survived colonization, apartheid, and even inspired a really catchy chant. I mean, come on, you've tried it. Don't lie. Next, let's journey to the savannas of East Africa and meet the Masai. Known for their pastoral lifestyle, which basically means they're really good at hanging out with cows. The Masai are also some of the most stylish people on the planet. Seriously, have you seen their clothes? Forget your skinny jeans and designer labels. The Masai rock vibrant red shuka cloth, intricate beadwork and headdresses that would make a peacock jealous. And it's not just about looks. Each piece of clothing has a meaning, telling a story about the wearer's age, clan and status. It's like wearing your resume, but way more fashionable. Plus, can we talk about how they jump? The Masai are famous for their high jumps, a tradition that's not only impressive, but also a way to attract mates. It's like the original Tinder, but with more athleticism and less swiping left. So if you're ever feeling lost in the fashion wilderness, just look to the Masai. They'll teach you that style is more than just clothes. It's a way of life, a statement, and a really good way to impress a date. Now, excuse me while I go practice my jumping. Now let's head over to West Africa to hang out with the Yorubas, a people who know how to throw a party. I'm talking elaborate masquerades with colorful costumes, vibrant festivals that last for days, and music that makes you want to move. Seriously, if you're ever feeling down, just look up some Yoruba music. It's impossible to be sad when you're listening to the talking drum, but the Yoruba aren't just about having a good time. Their rituals and ceremonies are deeply spiritual, connecting them to their ancestors and the natural world. They believe in a pantheon of gods, each with their own personality and domain, kind of like the Greek gods, but with better music. And speaking of stories, the Yoruba are amazing storytellers, passing down their history and traditions through oral folklore. So if you're ever lucky enough to be invited to a Yoruba festival, clear your schedule and get ready to dance. It's a celebration of life, culture, and the enduring spirit of one of Africa's most influential tribes. Just remember to pace yourself. Those parties can last a while. Let's move on to the Ashanti tribe of Ghana, known for their incredible artistry, especially when it comes to gold. I'm not talking about your average gold chains here, people. The Ashanti are masters of gold jewelry, creating intricate pieces that are both beautiful and symbolic. Think of it as the original bling, but with a cultural significance that runs deep. And speaking of art, you can't talk about the Ashanti without mentioning kente cloth. These brightly colored hand-woven textiles are like wearable art, with each pattern and color representing a different clan, status, or even a proverb. It's like walking around with a history book on your back, but way more stylish. But the Ashanti aren't just about looking good. They have a rich history of leadership, with a powerful monarchy that ruled for centuries. Their legacy lives on today, not just in their art and traditions, but also in their entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to education. So next time you see someone rocking some gold, remember the Ashanti, the original kings of bling. Now let's head south to Namibia to meet the Himba people, who prove that red is definitely the new black. Famous for their red ochre-covered skin and hair, the Himba are all about natural beauty. Forget your fancy lotions and potions. The Himba get their signature look from a mixture of red ochre, butterfat and herbs. It's like a spa day, but with a much more earthy vibe. Living in the harsh desert environment of northern Namibia, the Himba are experts in resilience. They've adapted to a nomadic lifestyle, herding cattle and relying on their deep knowledge of the land to survive. Their traditional hairstyles and jewelry are not just decorative, they signify age, marital status and social standing. It's like a social media profile, but without the need for Wi-Fi. So if you're ever feeling stressed by the pressures of modern life, take a page from the Himba playbook. Embrace natural beauty, connect with nature, and remember that sometimes the simplest things are the most beautiful. Plus, red ochre is a pretty awesome color. Let's travel back in time and meet the San people, one of the oldest tribes in the world. We're talking ancient, like older than your embarrassing childhood photos kind of old. The San have been living in southern Africa for over 20,000 years, making them the OG survivors. They've seen it all, from ice ages to the rise and fall of empires. They're basically the elders of humanity, with a wisdom that comes from millennia of experience. Living in harmony with nature, the San are master hunters and gatherers, relying on their deep knowledge of the land to survive. Their social structure is based on egalitarianism, meaning everyone is equal no matter their age or gender. Forget your kings and queens. The San believe in shared leadership and community decision-making. So if you're ever feeling lost in the complexities of modern life, remember the San. Their ancient wisdom reminds us that the key to survival lies in simplicity, connection with nature, and respect for all beings. Plus, they've got some amazing stories to tell. Now let's head to Nigeria to meet the Igbo people, known for their rich storytelling tradition. And we're not talking about bedtime stories here, people. Igbo storytelling is an art form, a way of passing down history, values, and cultural knowledge through generations. Think of it as the original Netflix, but with more morals and less binge-watching. But the Igbo story doesn't end there. They have a long and complex history marked by both triumph and tragedy. Their interaction with colonial powers left a lasting impact, shaping their culture and identity in profound ways. Despite the challenges, the Igbo people have persevered, maintaining their cultural traditions and contributing to Nigeria's rich tapestry of art, music, and literature. So if you're ever looking for a good story, look no further than the Igbo people. Their tales will transport you to a world of magic, wisdom, and resilience, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit endures. Plus, it's always good to support local storytellers. Next, let's travel to Ethiopia to meet the Amhara people, a group that knows how to keep their culture alive and kicking. I'm talking about traditions that have been passed down for centuries, from their unique language and script to their vibrant religious practices. The Amhara are the guardians of a rich cultural heritage, proving that you can modernize without losing your roots. Speaking of roots, the Amhara have deep historical ties to the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, one of the oldest Christian churches in the world. Their faith is a cornerstone of their identity, influencing everything from their art and music to their daily lives. But don't think the Amhara are stuck in the past. They're active participants in modern Ethiopian society, contributing to politics, business, and education while still honoring their heritage. So if you're ever looking for a lesson in cultural preservation, look no further than the Amhara people. They'll teach you that tradition and modernity can coexist, that history is a source of strength, and that language and faith are powerful tools for keeping culture alive. Plus, they've got some amazing coffee ceremonies. Now let's journey to North Africa to meet the Berber people, a group shrouded in mystery and legend. I'm talking about ancient myths, tales of powerful spirits, and whispers of lost cities. The Berber are the keepers of a rich oral tradition filled with stories that have been passed down for generations. Think of it as the original Game of Thrones, but with more sand and less incest. But the Berber are more than just mythical figures. They have a long and complex history marked by both conflict and cultural exchange. Their nomadic lifestyle has taken them across vast stretches of North Africa, leaving their mark on the region's diverse cultural landscape. From their unique language and music to their vibrant textiles and jewelry, the Berber have a distinct style that sets them apart. So if you're ever feeling adventurous, take a journey into the world of the Berber people. Their stories will transport you to a land of mystery, magic, and ancient wisdom, reminding us that the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the whispers of the wind and the echoes of ancient tales. Plus, you know, their carpets are amazing. Finally, let's set sail to the East African coast to meet the Swahili people, a group whose history is as vast as the ocean itself. Known for their coastal cities, bustling trade routes, and unique blend of African, Arab, and Asian influences, the Swahili are a testament to the power of cultural exchange. Think of it as the original melting pot, but with more spices and less political drama. But the Swahili story doesn't end there. They face a future filled with both challenges and opportunities. As the world changes, the Swahili people are finding new ways to preserve their heritage while adapting to the demands of globalization. From their vibrant music and cuisine to their entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to education, the Swahili are shaping their own destiny. So if you're ever looking for a glimpse into the future of Africa, look no further than the Swahili people. They'll teach you that cultural identity is a journey, not a destination, that change is inevitable and that the future is shaped by those who are brave enough to embrace it. Plus, you know, their beaches are amazing. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through Africa's tribal heritage. We've explored 10 amazing cultures, each with its own unique story to tell. From the Zulu warriors to the Himba's red ochre beauty, the San's ancient wisdom to the Swahili's coastal fusion. We've seen how tradition and modernity can coexist, how resilience and creativity shape cultural identity, and how stories connect us across time and space. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's spread the love for African cultures and inspire others to learn more about these amazing people. Which tribe fascinated you the most? Please drop a comment below, and if there is anything you would like to see, then please let me know. So until next time, take care, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, the world is a richer place because of its diverse cultures.